Now at 6, the phone bank is open for our Toy Box Tuesday telethon. Call in and donate, help make the holidays a little brighter for some area kids. Plus, businesses and nonprofits in the area might be eligible for compensation following some recent storms. And we take you on a shopping spree for our Toy Box Toy Drive.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The phone lines are open. It's your chance to make this Christmas a little brighter for area kids. Volunteers from Bishop and Hayes are manning the phones for our Toy Box Tuesday telethon. Hello there, volunteers. You simply call the number on your screen, make a monetary donation, and every single dime you give will go to buy toys for local kids in need. You can also make an online donation by going to our website, koamnewsnow.com/toybox. Your generosity will make a difference for a child in our community. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. We're going to have more on our Toy Box Tuesday telethon a little bit later, but first, some of the day's top stories. Leggett & Platt confirms an unsolicited offer that would result in an all-stock merger. According to a release, Somni Group, which makes mattresses for brands like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic, made the offer to the company. Somni Group proposed the all-stock transaction. If the deal goes through, current Leggett & Platt shareholders would receive shares of Somni Group stock. Leggett & Platt, which is based in Carthage, says the board will review that offer. The Small Business Administration is reminding area businesses and nonprofits that they might be eligible for disaster loans. This follows storms that hit several counties in southwest Missouri and southeast Kansas in late March and early April this year. That includes damage from the Nevada tornado. Physical applications for this loan are due by December 22nd, and Nevada wants to remind residents their office will be going virtual after tomorrow. There are other options for applying, including online.
This is a very, very low interest loan for homeowners, renters, small business owners, nonprofits, civic organizations, and it's a 30-year loan with as low as 4% interest rate, and for the first 12 months you don't even have to pay it back. So it's a very good way for people who are struggling a little bit to get that cash influx and get their lives back on track.
You can find more information on our website. Again, that's koamnewsnow.com. A crash near Humboldt, Kansas claims the life of a Chanute woman. According to local authorities, the two-car collision happened just after 5:30 last night on U.S. Highway 169. 58-year-old Jerry Francis died from her injuries at the scene, and EMT took the other driver, a 19-year-old Iola man, to a nearby hospital with possible serious injuries. An investigation is ongoing with the Kansas Highway Patrol. However, the sheriff's office believes the crash happened due to slick roads. Fire crews battled an early morning house fire in Fredonia, Kansas today. When authorities arrived around 4 a.m., they found the roof of the building had already collapsed. The occupants, fortunately, all escaped safely. Once the crews stopped the interior blaze, they began protecting the surrounding homes. Fire engulfed a 2-story vacant Joplin residence with signs of homeless activity this morning. Just before 6 a.m., reports of smoke and flames alerted emergency services of a fire near Kolaw Fitness on East 7th Street. No one was found inside the structure and no firefighters were injured. Fire officials every year make notice of vacant structure fires and advise that if you see something, you should say something. Let's check in with meteorologist Austin Stantz now for a first look at the weather.
Yeah, thanks, Dow. After yesterday with snow and frigid temperatures leading to some hazardous conditions out there on the roadways, today, different story. We saw some sunshine, clear skies, warmer temperatures. Temperatures still warmer right now, 37 degrees. It feels like 33. Clear skies out there right now. We're seeing temperatures warmer than yesterday, though. Take a look, anywhere from about 5 to about 9 degrees warmer across the entire region right now than we were at this point yesterday. So temperatures are headed in the right direction. Now, it still feels a little chilly out there across the region. It feels like 23 in Parsons, 26 in Baxter Springs, 25 in Lockwood, Neosho and Joplin sitting at 28 and 27 degrees is what it's feeling like out there tonight. But clear skies going to remain overnight tonight. We're going to talk about those next chances for chilly temperatures and the potential for some rainfall later in the week.
All right, Austin, we'll catch you in a few. For nearly 40 years, KOIM and its partners have teamed up for the Toy Box Toy Drive. For everyone involved, year after year, the Toy Drive is a true labor of love, and your donations make it possible. As KOIM's Ty Park shows us, the shopping sprees to get those toys, those are also pretty joyful events.
The joy that I know that we bring to our community that's less fortunate and not able to provide it for themselves.
It's a magic time of year.
I am thinking about keeping my kids in mind, all the new hot toys, and something that maybe they wouldn't be able to get unless it was for the toy box.
I like it when you dance to my song. I like the way you try to.
Kind of went with more of keeping them active, getting them outside, less electronics.
Hey, your cart's not full till the bottom's full.
Perfect time to shine with the mistletoe and wine.
There's quite a few things in there that's going to bring some smiles to the kids. Hopefully we'll get them in line to realize that they want to go with trades in the future. That's kind of where I went. Don't hesitate. It feels good to give, and when you give and people receive, it just makes their whole day.
It's Christmas time for everyone.
KOIM Toy Box!
What fun. Thanks to our partners at Equity Bank for hitting the Pittsburgh Walmart for that shopping spree. Right now, the phone bank remains open for our Toy Box Tuesday telethon. This time, volunteers from Bishop and Hayes. We encourage you to call right now. We're going to check in with Blake Gully, talking with a volunteer when we come back.
Our Toy Box Tuesday telethon is underway right now. We've got volunteers from Bishop and Hayes handling the phones and ready to help you make your donations today. You can make Christmas a little bit brighter for some area kids in the holiday season. I'm joined now with Brad Bishop. Could you talk about the impact of the donations today?
Okay, well, the donations today are meant to go to buy toys for kids in our area that need that this Christmas. And I mean, one of the things I love about this area of the country, I've lived all over, a lot on the East Coast, but I have found, living here in the Joplin area for the last 25 years, that these are some of the most generous people I've ever been around. And so this community is generous. And thanks to KOIM for your generosity and helping the kids here in the four-state area. But look around. I mean, these are amazing toys. And doesn't matter how old you are, you can remember when you were a child and how much fun it is to open up some presents on Christmas morning.
And then as a father, I know you can remember Christmas morning with your kids and their bright eyes opening up presents.
Of course, yeah. I have 4 kids myself. Now the youngest one's 19, so they've have spread out all across the country. But as a parent, I mean, it gives you great joy and satisfaction to see your kids get so excited and to see them be able to open presents that they love.
Great, thank you. Again, the phone lines are open and you can probably hear them in the background. We are here taking your calls, ready to take those donations to give back to the children in our area. Back to you, Dow.
Blake, thanks. A little bit later, the Carthage Tigers move another step closer to a state championship. Sports director Ryan Blank is going to recap the weekend's semifinal win.
Well, we have clear conditions for this evening. We have some chilly weather on the way. We'll talk about all that coming up.
In the meantime, you can still call our Toy Box Tuesday telethon. You can do it right now. Your donations will make a difference in a child's life this Christmas. Let's get those phones ringing.
Well, the first meteorological day of winter yesterday brought snow, frigid temperatures, and let's just say if you were out at the Pittsburgh Parade yesterday, it was chilly but enjoyable, but today a little bit more pleasant out there. Take a look here. Even on the radar, still seeing clear conditions across much of the region right now. Going to stay that way for most of the evening. You will notice that cloud cover off to the west. That will begin to move in as we head into tomorrow. But talking about tonight, temperatures, while they are still below freezing right now, is actually warmer at this point than we were yesterday. So 31 Joplin, 30 in Parsons. By the time we reach 10 o'clock, we're staying pretty steady in the 30s, not dropping too quickly. As we head into the overnight hours, as I mentioned, temperatures staying fairly steady there in the 30s. Why is that? Well, take a look at these winds here out of the south. Yesterday we were seeing winds out of the northwest. That was bringing in that colder air. So right now these southerly winds are going to keep our temperatures fairly steady overnight tonight, with temperatures only dropping down to 29 degrees. Still chilly, I say only, but last night we were down to 21, so this is a step in the right direction. Clouds will begin to increase as we head into tomorrow, but also will the winds. So take a look. We have those southerly winds keeping us kind of a little bit warmer tonight, but as we head into tomorrow, things are pretty calm out there. These wind gusts 5 to 10 miles per hour. But here, see this? This is that next cold front that begins to move in. Now we have our wind gusts gusting upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour by the time we reach tomorrow evening. What does that mean for us? Well, we're going to see an increase in moisture and cloud cover, especially as that cold front begins to move in. So here's that cloud cover moving in here right around the noon hour. Take a look at temperatures, though. 48 Grove, 46 Miami, 45 in Joplin by the noon hour. So we're going to see temperatures nearing the upper 40s tomorrow, but then we see this blanket of cloud cover as that front moves in. Winds now out of the north once again. Could that mean a possible snow shower? If we're talking snow, it's just going to be a few flurries. No accumulation. I wouldn't even call it a snow shower as I would just a scarce flurry or two out there tomorrow. Now, what we can expect for tomorrow, a high 48 degrees. We'll see mostly sunny to start, but then clouds increasing into the afternoon hours there. And then we talk about that next chance for some rainfall. Well, as we head into the weekend, we start to see here, this low pressure begins to set up here. It's a weak low pressure. This is kind of a weak wave that we see here, but it does bring the opportunity for some potential rainfall. Let's take a closer look. So we head through Wednesday, Thursday, things staying fairly cloudy. There's that possible flurry or two we talked about, but then into the weekend, here's that moisture that begins to move in. That low comes in. There's the potential for some showers there, and then maybe even some mixed precip. Now, all the models are not agreeing on this, so we're not very confident that this is actually going to come to fruition. But we're keeping a close eye on it as we head into the weekend. Let's talk about that 10-day forecast, though. We have some good conditions out there for tonight, tomorrow, especially with the parade going on down. There's some really enjoyable conditions for tonight. And then as we head into the weekend, we're back into the 50s.
Yeah, we've seen certainly a lot colder temperatures than this, even in early December. So not too bad.
Exactly.
Thanks, Austin. Thanks. Christmas parade season is well underway in the 4 states now. This is a live look from Joplin's Main Street as the city rolls out its annual Christmas parade. It's the 55th in the city's history. This year's theme, 100 Years Then and Now. The parade kicked off at the top of the hour, featuring 99 entries, including a lot of themed floats and marching bands. Freeman Health System employees have organized the parade since 2014, and funds generated from the parade go to benefit the Children's Miracle Network. Still ahead, a pair of Pitt State football players have entered their names in the transfer portal. Those details coming up next. And the Carthage Tigers are heading back to the big game this Friday. We're going to hear from the team coming up in sports. And a reminder, our phone bank is open for our Toy Box Tuesday telethon. Make a difference in a child's Christmas. Call now. Phone lines are open, so let's get those phones ringing.
For the first time since 2019, the Carthage Tigers are back in the state championship game, following a Class 5 semifinals win over Cardinal Ritter on Saturday. And the Tigers have been dominant all year long on both sides of the ball, proving to be one of the most complete teams in the state of Missouri. But this team's determination all started last season, where the Tigers' playoff run ended short in the district championship.
I couldn't ask for a better group of kids. Those guys make it so much fun to coach, come out here every day and work, and they're so close. I think that's the big thing, is they're so close, and they care about each other. They care about this football team, and they've had this goal since last year when we lost in the district championship game. They've had this goal. There's newspaper clippings up in their lockers. They wanted so badly to get back to this point.
The chance for another state championship doesn't just mean the world to the players, but the entire Carthage community, who has rallied behind this team all year long. And now the Tigers are just one win away from finishing that season-long goal and securing their first championship in 6 years.
I think it means everything, not just to the kids, but our school and our community. Like you said, it's been a few years since we've been there. And, these kids see it and hear about it all the time. And to be able to put their stamp on it this year, I think it means the world.
Carthage takes the field at Spratt Stadium on Friday against Platte County. Kickoff at 7 p.m. from St. Joe. The offseason has begun for Pitt State football after falling to Harding in the second round of the playoffs on Saturday. And on Monday, the Gorillas saw 2 players enter the transfer portal. Running back Zamari Pelode-Gary has entered the portal after 1 season with Pitt State. Prior to the year, Pelode-Gary transferred from Garden City Community College and became a focal point of the Gorillas' offense. The redshirt junior finished the season with 964 yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground, leading the MIAA conference in both categories. Pelode-Gary was also named to the All-MIAA Conference First Team. On the defensive side of the ball, Sam Holtz has also entered his name into the portal after 3 seasons with Pitt State. The junior defensive lineman had a career year in 2025. In 13 games, Holtz set career highs in tackles for loss, and sacks. His best game came against the rival Missouri Southern, recording a pair of sacks and 3 tackles for loss. That's it for sports, but still don't forget to make a call and make a donation to our Toy Box Tuesday Telethon. Your toy contributions can make a child's Christmas even brighter. If the phone lines are busy, please try again. We're back with more after this.
Our Toy Box Telethon is still ongoing and the phone lines are open. We're waiting to take your calls, and we have a lot of donations coming in, but we have a lot of challenges as well, from Gary and Holly Dotson of Neosho with $200 challenging all their friends. Back to you, Dow.
All right, Blake, thanks. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOIM News at 9 on Fox 14. Government requirements might slam the brakes on the number of new truckers. We'll have more on a Transportation Department review and possible impacts. Plus, details on a new program which trains people on how to help during a mental health crisis. And we're also going to have more from the 55th Annual Joplin Christmas Parade. Those stories, a lot more, of course. It's coming up tonight. KOIM News at 9 on Fox 14. Missouri Representative Ann Kelly takes a tour of Carthage Junior High School as principal for a day. It's a statewide initiative to get the elected officials out of Jefferson City and into the public school classroom to see how things are really going. Kelly says it's not about politics.
If we can get legislators in a public education facility and they can see that the environment is caring and supportive and education is actually happening, I think it opens people's eyes and maybe they'll think twice before creating harmful legislation that kills our school districts.
We're going to have a lot more for you on this story coming up on KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, it's not too bad out there weather-wise for the Joplin Christmas Parade.
Yeah, temperatures are headed in the right direction. We're going to see a little inconsistency over the next several days in terms of temperature here, but the good news is after we make it through the weekend with the potential for a bout of rainfall or so, temperatures go above average next week. So
We'll welcome above average for however long they last.
they can stay as long as they want.
All right. Thanks, Austin. Thank you for watching, and thank you for contributing to our Toy Box campaign. If you didn't get a chance to phone in, you can still do it for the next couple of minutes. Also, you can contribute anytime online, KOIMnewsnow.com/toybox. We'll see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.